Hello and welcome students. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic which is important especially from the point of view of competitive exams. And the topic is a relationship between E naught cell, that is the standard cell potential, delta G naught, that is the standard free energy change in a process, and K, that is the equilibrium constant, and their relationship with the spontaneity of a redox reaction. तो इस टॉपिक में हम सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, वी विल ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ K, that is equilibrium constant, with the help of Nernst equation. So first of all we will study the equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. इसके लिए हम कंसिडर करेंगे द सेल रिएक्शन टेकिंग प्लेस इन ए गैल्वेनिक सेल. गैल्वेनिक सेल में जो सेल रिएक्शन है वो इस तरह से है, जिंक प्लस कॉपर 2 पॉजिटिव आयंस गिव zinc 2 positive ions and copper solid. In this reaction you can see that zinc undergoes oxidation by the loss of 2 electrons and copper ions undergo reduction by the gain of 2 electrons. So the value of N for this process is 2, that is the number of electrons exchanged between the two is equal to 2. Now suppose this galvanic cell is at equilibrium. Then applying the law of chemical equilibrium, what do we get? We get Kc, that is the equilibrium constant, is equal to the molar concentration of zinc ions divided by the molar concentration of copper ions. It is because the concentration of zinc solid as well as the concentration of copper solid is taken as 1 by convention. Now let this equation be equation first. Now from Nernst equation जैसे हमने पहले पढ़ा है, Nernst equation for a galvanic cell, we have E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of molar concentration of zinc ions divided by molar concentration of copper ions. This is the Nernst equation for electrochemical cell, that is galvanic cell. Let it be equation second. अब इस इक्वेशन में आप देख सकते हैं द मोलर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ जिंक आयंस डिवाइडेड बाय मोलर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ कॉपर आयंस. जैसे हमने इक्वेशन फर्स्ट में देखा किसके बराबर है, इट इज इक्वल टू Kc. सो वी गेट E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of Kc, that is equilibrium constant. Let it be equation third. Now as we have considered that the process is under equilibrium. Now when the process or the cell reaction is at equilibrium, it means that the cell potential at this stage is equal to 0. And if E cell is equal to 0, this is equal to 0, then the equation 3 becomes equation 3 becomes E naught cell minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of Kc is equal to 0. So if E cell is equal to 0, that means the left hand side of equation 3 is equal to 0, then the right hand side of equation 3 is also equal to 0 as we have taken in this equation. यहाँ से हम देखेंगे what is E naught cell equal to. उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, इस वैल्यू को हम ले जाएंगे on the right hand side. So it becomes E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT upon NF log of Kc. This is equation number 4. So in this way we get a relationship between the standard cell potential of an electrochemical cell and the equilibrium constant of the cell reaction taking place in that cell. गैल्वेनिक सेल में जैसे हमने देखा n की वैल्यू 2 के बराबर है, ऑल्दो मैंने यहाँ पर n लिखा है, वी कैन ऑल्सो रिप्लेस इट बाई 2, बट फॉर ए जनरल इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल वी विल राइट n as such. We can also write equation 4 in this way. NF E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT log of Kc. This is another way to write the relationship between E naught cell and equilibrium constant. Now we will try to find out the relationship between electrochemical cell and Gibbs energy of reaction. Now what is Gibbs energy of reaction? It is delta G, that is the free energy change during a chemical reaction, in this case during a redox reaction. थर्मोडायनेमिक्स में हमने पढ़ा है कि डेल्टा जी क्या होता है, द चेंज इन फ्री एनर्जी क्या होता है, इट इज ए मेजर ऑफ maximum useful work, which is also called as electrical work, that can be obtained from a spontaneous redox reaction. So we can write it as delta G is equal to maximum work. Now what is the maximum useful work that can be drawn from a cell? The maximum useful work, or we can say electrical work, done in 1 second, it is equal to the electrical potential multiplied by the total charge passed. That means the maximum useful work that can be obtained, it is equal to NF E cell, where E cell is the cell potential and N into F, it is the total charge passed, where N is the number of moles of electrons and F is the charge on 1 mole of the electrons, that is Faraday charge. Now as we have seen that the maximum work obtained is equal to delta G, and again we have seen that the maximum work obtained, it is equal to NF E cell. From these two equations we can conclude that delta G is equal to NFE cell, or in other words we can say that delta G naught is equal to NF E naught cell, that is under the standard conditions. अब चूंकि सेल वर्क कर रहा है, मतलब सेल अपनी एनर्जी, अपनी केमिकल एनर्जी सराउंडिंग्स को दे रहा है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी, देयरफॉर we can write as delta G naught is equal to minus NF E naught cell. This negative sign which has been used, it is because the energy is given by the system to the surroundings. So by convention we have to use a negative sign for the work that is performed. Now let it be the equation number 5. अब हमने देखा इन इक्वेशन नंबर 4 E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT upon NF log of Kc, जिसको हमने सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म में कैसे लिखा था, हमने लिखा था NF E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT into log of Kc. अब अगर हम इन दोनों के नेगेटिव साइन यूज करेंगे, हम नेगेटिव साइन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर भी यूज करेंगे, राइट हैंड साइड पर भी यूज करेंगे, और इस इक्वेशन को अगर हम अब कंपेयर करें विद द इक्वेशन नंबर 5, व्हाट डू वी गेट? From equation number 5 we can see that this NF E naught cell is equal to delta G naught. तो इसके बदले हम लिख सकते हैं delta G naught, जो किसके बराबर आ जाएगा? It will come out to be minus 2.303 RT into log of Kc, or we can also put it like delta G naught is equal to minus RT natural log of Kc. Equation 6 and equation 7. Now from the above discussion we have arrived at 3 important equations जो मैं यहाँ पर राइट डाउन करूँगा, and these equations are like this. अब हम इन 3 इक्वेशन से ये देखने की कोशिश करेंगे कि डेल्टा G नॉट, E नॉट सेल और Kc, इन 3 टर्म्स का स्पॉन्टेनिटी के साथ क्या रिलेशनशिप है। अब देखिए थर्मोडायनेमिक्स में हम पढ़ते हैं कि स्पॉन्टेनिटी के लिए डेल्टा G नॉट की वैल्यू कितनी होनी चाहिए? इट्स वैल्यू शुड बी नेगेटिव फॉर ए प्रोसेस टू बी स्पॉन्टेनियस, एंड इफ द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा G नॉट इज पॉजिटिव the process is non-spontaneous, and if the value of delta G naught is 0 it means the process has achieved equilibrium. अब हम देखेंगे इन इक्वेशंस की मदद से, जैसे ये जो लास्ट की 2 इक्वेशंस है इनकी मदद से हम देखना चाहेंगे कि हाउ कैन बी गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा G नॉट नेगेटिव। उसके लिए हम देखेंगे द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा G नॉट डिपेंड्स ऑन द वैल्यू ऑफ E नॉट सेल. For delta G naught to be negative, we should have a positive value of E naught cell. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं इस इक्वेशन में, अगर E naught cell की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव है, only then the value of delta G naught can be negative, because we have a negative sign in this equation. The value of n cannot be negative, it can only be positive. The value of f is positive, and if the value of E naught cell is also positive, then this whole value will become negative, and delta G naught will also be negative, and the process will be spontaneous. So what criterion do we have for the process to be spontaneous? We have the condition that E naught cell should be positive, and if the value of E naught cell is 0, then the value of delta G naught will also be 0. That means the process will be under equilibrium. And if the value of E naught cell is negative, in that case, if its value is negative, then the value of delta G naught will become positive and the process will become non-spontaneous. So we have only one condition for a redox reaction to be spontaneous, that is the E naught cell should be positive. अब हम देखेंगे कि Kc की वैल्यू का स्पॉन्टेनिटी पे क्या इफेक्ट होगा. अब इस इक्वेशन से हम देखना चाहेंगे, इस इक्वेशन के मुताबिक if the value of Kc, that is equilibrium constant, if its value is 1, then the value of log Kc, that is log 1, it will be equal to 0, and in that case delta G naught will also become 0. That means the process will be under equilibrium. So for a process to be spontaneous, the value of Kc should not be equal to 1. उसके लिए क्या होना चाहिए? डेल्टा जी की वैल्यू नेगेटिव होने के लिए क्या होना चाहिए? द वैल्यू ऑफ Kc शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 1. अगर Kc की वैल्यू ग्रेटर देन 1 है, then the log of Kc will have a positive value, and when the value of log Kc is positive, only then the value of delta G naught can be negative and the process can be spontaneous. So in this way we can see that the value of Kc should be greater than 1 for the redox reaction to be spontaneous. और अगर Kc की वैल्यू 1 के बराबर हो तो फिर प्रोसेस इक्विलिब्रियम पे होगा. And the third condition is if the value of Kc is less than 1, then we can see that the log of Kc will be negative, and in case the value of log Kc is negative, then the value of delta G naught will become positive and the process will be non-spontaneous. So in this way हमने क्या देखा? हमने देखा कि जो E naught cell की वैल्यू है for a spontaneous redox reaction, it should have a positive value, while in case of equilibrium constant the value should be greater than 1 for the process to be spontaneous. अब इस पूरे डिस्कशन को हम समराइज करेंगे. हम देखेंगे कि डेल्टा जी नॉट की वैल्यू नेगेटिव कब होगी. उसके लिए क्या कंडीशन है? कंडीशन है दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ ई नॉट सेल शुड बी पॉजिटिव, and what about the value of Kc, that is equilibrium constant? It should be greater than 1, and under these circumstances the redox reaction or the redox process will be spontaneous in nature. So these are the conditions for the spontaneity of a process. दूसरी चीज जो हम इसमें देखेंगे वो देखेंगे कि डेल्टा जी नॉट की वैल्यू 0 कब होगी. डेल्टा जी नॉट की वैल्यू 0 होगी व्हेन ई नॉट सेल इज 0, और अगर हम देखें इन टर्म्स ऑफ Kc, व्हेन द वैल्यू ऑफ Kc will be equal to 1. In that case the redox process will be under equilibrium. That means at this stage the process can favor both the products or reactants. When the process is spontaneous, in that case the products are favored. और थर्ड कंडीशन क्या बनेगी? थर्ड कंडीशन है कि डेल्टा जी नॉट की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव कब होगी, मतलब प्रोसेस नॉन स्पॉन्टेनियस कब होगा. तो रिडॉक्स प्रोसेस नॉन स्पॉन्टेनियस कब होगा? जब डेल्टा जी नॉट की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव होगी. और डेल्टा जी नॉट की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव कब होगी? व्हेन द वैल्यू ऑफ ई नॉट सेल इज नेगेटिव, और इन टर्म्स ऑफ Kc अगर हम कहें व्हेन द वैल्यू ऑफ Kc इज लेस देन 1. इन दैट केस the redox reaction will be non-spontaneous, or in other words we can say that the formation of reactants will be favored in this case. So this was about the this topic, which is very important from competitive examination point of view. So इस यूनिट में इतना ही, अगले यूनिट में हम फिर मिलेंगे. टिल देन गुड बाय, टेक केयर.